Now that our mission has been accomplished, we still have 6 more days of riding to get back home. In the last video, we barely made it to Dawson City before the highway was closed due to a wildfire. We were stranded without knowing if or when the road would be reopened. Nobody could tell us the current situation. So we're heading out of Dawson City. Look at that beautiful church. To where the road was closed yesterday. Let's see what happens. But boy, we're really smoked in here. After fueling up, we headed south and eventually caught up to a long line of traffic. All right, we're off.
A few minutes later.
I say we go up to the front and see what they say.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Well, that was cool. 5-minute wait. We saw a pilot car go by. Looks like we're getting through. That would be freaking awesome.
5 minutes later.
Well, just around the corner was where that fire was, right by the road.
Many minutes later.
After another 45-minute wait, the road was opened and a pilot vehicle led us down the highway. It was absolutely unbelievable how much forest had burned since we rode through the day before. Once we got through the newly burnt forest and the pilot vehicle pulled off, we started passing the huge lineup of vehicles ahead of us. 20 to 30 kilometers, we had open road ahead, and then another stop, construction. It turns out the traffic that we caught up to was traffic released from the Dempster Highway, which was at the intersection where we were held up. So they were let go first, and then shortly after, I guess, we followed. And we caught up to them. Close enough.
A little later.
Okay, 5-minute wait for construction. Ooh, lost a wheel. We followed this group of adventure bikes all the way through Stewart Crossing, through a ton of smoke, and eventually they stopped at Pelly Crossing. We fueled up and carried on. Smoke got so thick we could barely see vehicles in front or behind us. We actually had to slow down. Eventually, we made it into Pelly Crossing, fueled up, and headed out. But not before the joke of the day with Niels. So we survived the smoke and the fires, and we're now here at Pelly Crossing for fuel, and it's time for Niels' joke of the day.
Mouthful. Oh, Long Ducker here. It's really sad that the Hudson's Bay Company had to fold, but there was some success because they did have some sales on there. And unfortunately, in Vancouver, there's a lot of perverts down there. So when they had the sale for boys' pants half off, they all showed up and cleaned the place out.
I'm not sure if I got that one. Okay.
More of the same.
Okay, we've had a fuel up. We did Niels' joke of the day. 285 kilometers.
1 hour later. Many tic-tacs later.
And we're off following the pilot car.
Eventually.
About an hour later, we reached Carmax and stopped in for fuel and continued on our ride. But not before we noticed some adventure bikers with a guy who was injured riding side saddle on a partner's bike. He probably crashed up on the Dempster and was hurt, and they were rushing him back to Whitehorse. Kind of weird seeing a guy side saddle on a motorcycle.
Later.
The rest of the day was spent enjoying the nice roads, the nice weather, and the scenery as we headed back to Whitehorse.